Hello there. Good. You on mute still, but I saw you say, "How are you?"
Yeah, I just realized that. I like your hair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just twisted it up today. I washed it and I was going to wear it out as a fro, but then it shrunk on me. So I was like, you know what?
I hear you.
Let me twist this up. I like yours too.
Thank you.
Yes. How's it been going? How's your week been?
How was my weekend? It felt like it was so long ago. Oh,
Your week?
I thought you said my weekend.
How's your week been
Um,
going?
Busy, but good.
That's good.
You know, I'm not gonna complain.
I hear that.
You know,
I hear that. I always say that I said busy, but I'm not gonna complain though, because I could have like nothing to do, and that's not a good thing.
ain't that the truth?
So you ready? Like we've never done a one-on-one interview before.
I know that's sick. That is so sick.
I'm over here burning up. Feel like I'm having hot flashes over here. Cooling down real quick before we go on this live. And this is my first time doing live through Zoom, so this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's good. I hate. Let me not say hate. Yeah, I used to do the Instagram lives, and I did them. I mean, weekly. I did 2 seasons for QSM, and then all of a sudden, it just stopped working. I
Mm.
started freezing, and it happened to me 3 times, and I was like, "That's it, no more Instagram lives."
Oh, that's true because that's happened to me several times. I don't know if it was me or if it was the other person, but it just messes up the whole vibe when you freeze like right in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was happening to me too. So I get it.
So I use StreamYard.
I just looked that up because somebody else said that they were using it, and I just looked them up. So I say I may try them out. So you use them as well as Zoom, or did you stop using Zoom?
So I don't use Zooms for the lives anymore. I use StreamYard only for my lives. My Zooms I use for regular meetings.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
but I
see,
love StreamYard.
yeah. See, like with Streamyard, you can actually brand it and like put your
Yes.
logo and stuff on it. So that's what attracted when somebody told me that because I just asked them on Zoom, how can I do that without upgrading my membership to like the enterprise or whatever it is, whatever the next membership is, and they was like, well, you could do the green screen. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
looks weird.
Yeah, I don't like that green screen either. Yeah, StreamYard is pretty good. I like StreamYard. I love the branding aspect of it.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna have to
Mhm.
check it out because, like I said, I know somebody had told me about it too. So and before I came up here, I was checking them out. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Highly recommended. I have not perfected it. I know Lorene, she does hers, and like she knows how to maneuver in there. She has this thing where um she can upload videos while she's talking. I'm like, yeah, I can't do all that. That's just too much. That's too much,
It's pretty
sis.
cool though that it has those functions where you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's see. So we got a couple more minutes. So you excited about the upcoming event? Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask you when we get on live because I don't want you to answer it twice. So I'm gonna be quiet.
I have I'm like so I'm so lived out. I have um I have three what's today? I have one on Friday, and then I have nope, I have two on Friday. And then I have two next week, I think. Yeah, and I had to ask well, I didn't ask her. Maribeth was like, "What do you need? What do you need?" And I was like, I really need somebody to help me get organized with all these these lives. And so she's been great with that.
Okay,
So I'm thankful for her because
that's good.
yeah, scheduling mine and then scheduling everybody else's for the fires was it was a lot.
Hmm.
It was a lot. My team is just very small, you know. It's only four of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's a
Hmm.
lot of work that goes into it.
It is. It is.
But at the end, I know it's worth it. You know.
Yeah, they still like me, so
That is funny.
so it ain't all bad.
All right, so I done cooled off some. Make sure I'm not sweating in the camera. All right, I think I'm good. I'm looking over the camera. Ooh, I don't know why it was so hot. All right, let's see. Let's see how we gonna do this live on Facebook.
So there's a button at the bottom that says more.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says stream, it should say stream to Facebook
Allow
or
activity
something like
from
that.
Zoom to stay connected to your Facebook account. Continue. That's another question. You don't have to post content. I think it's doing it. Preparing to stream live. I think it's doing it. Preparing to stream live. So here we are. Looks like there is a, I don't know if there's a delay.
So you have your Facebook
Here
open too,
we
right?
are. Looks like there is a, I don't know if there's a delay.
You have your Facebook open.
Oh, so I need to close it out?
Either you can just mute the video on Facebook.
Because I'm trying to see myself. Can you hear me?
You can still see yourself. Okay.
Okay. Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, hello, everyone. I am. This is my first time using live, so we're gonna work this out, see how this go, how this is going to work out. But I am Ariel. I am the CEO of Size Overrated magazine, and I am happy to have with me the executive producer of the Full Figure Industry Awards, Miss Tawana Blassegame. This is like way, way overdue. You know that, right? This is like way overdue
I
that
know.
you and I,
I know. Way overdue.
way overdue that we're doing this live. So I am one of the media sponsors for the Full Figure Industry Awards that's going down on November the 6th virtually. So I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to have Size Overrated be one of your media sponsors. So first of all, just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. We owe you a thank you. Thank you.
And so, for those of you that don't know, she's also the editor in chief of Queen Size Magazine. So, Twan, I just want you briefly to, talk about your magazine and tell us about why you decided to create this platform for the plus size community and do the Full Figure Industry Award.
So, first of all, hello, everybody, and thank you for taking the time out to join us today. Starting with the magazine, Queen Size Magazine, it was created in 2011. So, we are actually celebrating 10 years this year. Um,
Awesome.
so, thank you
Congratulations.
all for your support. And the magazine was really to be completely honest with you, the magazine was started pretty much because I wanted to write. And, I created my own platform to write. And I wanted to write for a magazine. So, people wouldn't hire me. So, start your own. So that's what I did. And the magazine it started out as a lifestyle magazine. So it was always for plus size women, and it gave plus size women a platform to, share their stories, whether they were entrepreneurs, well, mostly entrepreneurs and people that were doing, the great things in the community. It was not about fashion. We didn't introduce fashion into the magazine until 2013. So yes, it was always for plus size, but not really fashion. I grew up as a tomboy. I didn't grow up as a fashionable girl. So fashion was not at the forefront of my mind. It was not until, some of my writers came on in 2013, and they was, like, let's introduce fashion. I was like, okay, that's on y'all. And they brought it to life. And, you know, years later, here we are. We are a fashion and lifestyle magazine.
That is awesome. So, why did you think it was so important to create or start the Full Figure Industry Awards?
Really, because I didn't really see people doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea in my mind for about a good 4 years before I even made a movement on it. And by the time I said, let me go out and do it, people had came up with the idea, and it was like, okay, let's do it. And I was like, oh, damn it. but but it didn't stop me. I was like, I'm just I'm going to do it. And really the reason was when I would watch the award ceremony, you will always hear the plus size women talk about how there are not enough options, designer options for them, to go out on the red carpet. And I was like, we should have our own.
Mm-hmm.
And there are plenty of designers who design for the red carpet. So why can't we have our own? That was really the story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, let's go forth and do it. And when I introduced it to my team, first it was just a group of three of us. It was me, Phil, and Nicole at first, and we were just jotting down our ideas. And then I had a conversation with a few more people in the industry. And when I introduced it to Aubrey, and Aubrey was like, okay, we're doing it. And that was just it. And then we had a holiday party in 2018, and he made me introduce it at the holiday party. And
So you had
and
to
I
do it,
couldn't take it
right?
back.
There was no going back.
There was no going back. Once you put it out there, you just have to do it. And 2019 was our first event. It was a sold out event. It was an amazing event. And I keep saying as much to my surprise, because I did not expect that.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. And so many people from the industry really just showed up for it, which, confirmed to me that, people really want this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this year is no different. Of course, last year, that stupid pandemic, hit us, and we didn't do it last year, for safety reasons. And, last year, virtual wasn't really, we were talking about doing virtual, but it was a thing that we were forced to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do it because I felt forced to do it. Because I never put on a virtual event. I was not going to figure that out in a couple of months.
Right, right.
So I said, let's take this year to do our research. Next year, we'll come back and we'll do virtual, which is this year. And that's what we're doing this year. Hopefully next year, we'll be in person. Hopefully.
Right, right. So I have a question for you, and this is so I know how you said that with what we're doing or with what you're doing, there wasn't really a lane for it as far as doing this industry awards, right? So we know that in the plus size community, there's a lot of stuff that like we want done, right? That we're making waves or making pathways to do it. So you say you started your magazine in 2011, right?
Yes.
So from 2011 to now, like, what is the biggest thing that you have seen that has like really grown that you're proud of, like in the plus size community?
I think it would probably be, that's an interesting question. I think just watching everybody just be more accepting of themselves. We were all so loud about people accepting us for who we are, regardless of our size. But, behind closed doors, I don't think that a lot of us really accepted who we were. We were loud and proud about it to everybody else, but, just seeing the real body acceptance from us, to
Mm-hmm.
me, just makes me proud of everybody. I see everybody is now on their, let me not say everybody, a lot of people are on their health journeys. Even though we are plus size, does not mean that, we cannot be healthy. We do not have to be skinny just because we are on these health journeys. So I'm really proud to see people really accept who they are and really learn about really who they are and what they want people to really accept,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's probably what I'm most proud of.
So what would you like to see more of that you haven't seen yet?
That question. You know what I really want to see more of? I really want to see more of high-end fashion for big and tall. That's what I want to see more of. I see a lot of big and tall in urban wear.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see men in suits. Yes, they have the silver foxes. I don't know if you see
Yeah.
the tours that they be doing with the suits on, but I really want to see more men in suits really dress up. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
The big and tall, I want to see them like just really just boom. They came out. You saw a lot of big and tall models. Thanks to Baywalks with Full Figure Fashion Weeks, that's size no more. Um, but and then I guess with the pandemic, maybe, it kind of died down a little. We still see them, but I don't see a lot of the ones I was seeing before. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see more big and tall in designer wear,
In
high
high
end fashion.
fashion. Yeah. So you have those people that say that's for the standard size. That's for them the zeros and the flat, water body stomachs. Like what do you say to that? Because that's all that we've really seen. So what do you think will have to change? What dynamics will have to change for us to like pretty much make that happen?
So first of all, I would say, what in the who said that? Like who said that? But what I think we have to demand it more. I think that we have to support the designers who are doing it and really push them to the forefront, because there are people that are doing. There are designers that are out there designing, suits and high-end fashion for big and tall, but people are not talking about them as much as, the celebrity designers, if
Mm-hmm.
you will. So I think that we have to support them more and support our big and tall more. That's what I think that needs to happen.
I agree. Very true. Very true. So with the Full Figure Industry Awards, like tell us about like the categories that you have within. First of all, tell us what it's about, and then let us know about the categories that you have within the industry awards.
So the Full Figure Industry Awards, in a nutshell, it's a an award ceremony that was created pretty much for the full figure and the big and tall industry. Like I said before, there are fashion awards, there are events, and because I will never claim to be the first person that was giving out awards, because I'm nowhere near the first. There are many plus size events that do introduce the honoring portion into their events, but I wanted something that was not a fashion show, not anything else, but only just awards. That's all we were doing that evening, just honoring people. And so some of the categories from the first year, I keep saying last year because
I
it's
know
almost
it
like
didn't
last
even
year
win.
didn't even count.
It did. The 2020 did not count.
So some of the categories for some of the people who attended year one, you see some of the categories carry over into this year. But when I introduced this, I did say that, every year you weren't going to see the same categories. There are so many professions in this industry, and you don't realize until you start writing them down. And so, of course, we have the models of the year for male and female,
Okay.
um, and then emerging male and female models. Then we have the stylists. We brought that back, male and female stylists. There are about 20 categories. Male and female designers. This year we bought the silver fox, male and female silver fox,
Oh, that's nice.
because they are booming.
Right, right.
Um, we have podcast of the year this year that we didn't have for year one. Entertainer of the year that we have this year that we didn't have for the first year. What other photographers? There's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot.
So how does your process work as far as voting for people or nominating? How did you do that? What was your process?
So what we did was we wanted to get the public involved. So even though we have a nomination and a voting committee, it was only fair to have the public be a part of the process. So what we did was we put out, I believe it was in April, I want to say it was April. I feel like we've been doing this for about 10 months now, but we have not. But so we put out a poll to allow people to nominate. We gave them the criteria, we gave them the categories, and they were allowed to nominate who they thought was, the best in the category.
Okay.
So and then what we had to do was, and I laugh because, I didn't think about this process until it was time to hand it over. And what we had to do was we had to go and we had to research each nominee. There were hundreds.
Mm, that's a lot of work.
Um,
That's a lot of work.
yes, when you talk about 20 categories and so many nominees per category, it was a process. But, we had many hours on the phone going through and researching people to make sure that they fit the criteria, to make sure that they were in the category that they were nominated for. And then we had to go and narrow those down, hand them over to the next committee so they can narrow it down and then come up with the final four. It was a process.
Wow.
But the honorees, we have entrepreneur, we have lifetime achievement, we have the confidence award, we have the retail brand, and there is an icon. So we just introduced our icon of the year award, our honoree, which is Madeline Jones of Plus Model Magazine. The other four have not been announced yet, but on Friday we will be announcing our lifetime achievement honoree. So,
Okay.
we're doing those in pop-ups.
Okay.
So just stay tuned to our Instagram to find out when we are going live for each one of those. But yeah, it's an exciting process.
Okay. So what should people be expecting leading up to November the 6th?
Oh gosh, you know what? I don't know because honestly, for us, it's just a lot of work. So just expect some announcements to come out.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. I can't give you no hints on what we are going to be announcing, but just
Okay.
expect a lot of announcements because now we are recording to release the final nominees for each category. So that's going to be a campaign in itself. But yeah, leading up to the event itself is just going to be a lot of announcements that are going to be coming out.
Okay.
So
So
that's
can people still be involved some way somehow? Like, are there still opportunities out there for people? Like, if they want to become sponsors, like, is it still open to folks to be involved for this year?
you know what? I'm always looking for sponsors. So absolutely. If you got a couple of coins that you want to come and throw my way. But yes, we are still accepting sponsors up until we're in June now. I would say probably no later than September, because we want to make sure that we are fulfilling our obligations to the sponsors and giving them enough time to come on board. So up until September, sponsorships will close then. But if you come in October with a fat check, I'm not going to turn you away.
And then we have that.
And more importantly, what I just put out is we will be sending swag boxes to our winners. So what we are looking for right now, we are looking for male products. When I say male, MALE, male products for big and tall. We get a lot of sponsors who want to give stuff for the ladies, but we need some stuff for the men. We can't send them a box of lipsticks and stuff. That just would not be fair.
So part of the prize, like whoever wins the categories, they get a trophy.
Yes, so we are going to be much. The trophy is actually right there. I'm pointing at it. That's our that is our trophy. So each person that wins will take home a trophy. Well, we actually sending them out in the swag box. So it'll be the
Okay,
trophy and
and it's
some of
nice.
the products from some of our sponsors.
That's nice. So throughout this whole process, like who have been your biggest supporters?
Oh, you know what? I think I would have to say the media, the Plus Media, you guys, Plus Model Mag, Size Overrated, Curvicality. Jeez, I hate when I start doing this. We actually just brought on another media sponsor that I have not announced yet, but in the spirit of giving you guys something, let me just I will announce the Curvy Fashionista just came on as a media sponsor, so that is huge for
Excellent.
us. See,
Yeah,
I gave y'all an exclusive.
thank you.
um,
Congratulations.
and then Bold Magazine and Fabu Plus Magazine. I know I forgot somebody. Charge it to my head, not my heart.
Okay. All
I
right.
think I think you guys have been our biggest supporters so far, because when we put out the notice that we were looking for the media to come on board, nobody hesitated. Everybody was just like, "What do you need?" And you guys have been great, so thank you for that.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it as well. So I know that, putting events together and things of that nature is like it's a lot of hard work and it's a challenge. Like what do you think the biggest lesson has been for you thus far?
I think the biggest lesson for me is to probably um ah let me see. That's a good question. It's a good question, because I have learned a lot of things along the way. You know what? To keep it simple, I think I would just say patience. I am not. I was not gifted by God in the patient category. Okay, He definitely skipped over me when it came to patience. So I think for me, I have to be a little bit more patient. I'm a Virgo. And so Virgos tend to be very territorial. We tend to want to do everything ourselves. I also learned that I have to delegate
Mm.
and really depend on my team to do what they're supposed to do, and not just be like, hey, have you finished this? That is those are probably the two biggest lessons.
Okay. So those of you that are just joining us, I just want to reiterate, we are here live with Tawana Blasigame. She's the executive director of the Full Figure Industry Awards. It's going to be a virtual event that's going down this year, November the 6th. So we're going over, if you all missed it, you just got to watch it later. We went over a lot as far as, what the award ceremony is about. We are Sounds of Rate Magazine is one of her media sponsors for the event. So let us know too, how can people like get tickets? Is it Eventbrite? Like how are they able to get tickets virtually? Or you just do
So
it live on the platforms?
So we are going to be selling tickets for it. The tickets have not gone live yet. They will go live. I want to say that is slated for either July or August. There's a lot still to be done before we even start selling tickets. I want to say August, the tickets will probably go live, but do not hold me to that. Do not be in my inbox on August 1st and say, hey, I thought you said. But if people follow our social media, our Instagram is the_FFIAS, which is FFIAS. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. It's the Full Figure Industry Awards. And subscribe to our website, thefias.com, THEFFIAS.com. And we do send out announcements via, our website as well. So, you won't miss anything if you're following us. So, but when our tickets go live, we will definitely announce it.
All right. So you heard it from Tawana Blasigame. So what are some parting words that you would like people to know about you, about the award show? What would you like people to know? Like, I guess, because I know it means a lot to you, to do this type of event. So like, exactly, like, what do you feel like? What's the emotion behind doing this award ceremony?
Yeah, let me tell you, if for people who attended the first year, when the event was over, um, and the team came out, they do that, meet the team or all this, and everybody came off on stage. When I tell you, I bawled out crying. I started bawling. It was because it's a lot. It's a lot, and it means a lot for me to be able to honor other people for their accomplishments. There are people who I have honored who have been doing this for many years before I even came along. So for me to even be in a position to hand somebody a trophy is incredible for me. And it's an overwhelming feeling to just be in that position and to have people who are iconic in this industry, come up to me and just say, good job, it means more than, I could ever put into words. So the Full Figure Industry Awards is something that, now I'm proud of Queen Size Magazine as well. That's my baby. I've been doing that for 10 years.
That's
It's,
excellent. That's
but this is just different for me because we are honoring so many people that I looked up to myself. And to be able to, I can't physically hand some of these people trophies this year, but to be able to do that is just, it's incredible.
That's cool. That's cool. And COVID was just in the way of everything. So, you know, even though we had to like make a detour and do things a little differently out the norm, but next year we're hoping for greater things to be in person,
Absolutely.
to be in
Absolutely.
person. Yeah. So it was different. I know it was for the safety of everyone, but it was definitely different. But yeah.
Yeah, but we're opening back up. I'm going to my first in-person event this weekend. That should be fun
Okay.
because I have not gone to any in-person events. And I'm only going because, there are some people I know personally who are walking that I want to see. So, I'm going to go and I'm going to sit in a corner with my mask on.
Right, right.
I have kindly said, do not try to hug me. I'm not in a hugging mood, but it's going to be nice to be able to go and see some of these people in person that I haven't seen in so long. And I feel
Right.
like it's just been forever. So definitely parting words. Please do also follow Queen Size Magazine. Yes, we are always accepting submissions. We even have a submission tab on our website, queensizemagazine.com. Please go on the website and follow the instructions. There are downloadable PDFs that are actual checklists for people who want to submit. I get people inbox me all the time. How do
Whatever.
I submit? How do I submit? How do I submit? How do I submit? How do I submit? And I feel like I talk about these on live so much, but everything is literally on that page. Any question that you have is I answered it for you. I
Just
built that
there,
over
look,
the
right?
years from experience. So, I try to take the guesswork out of it for people. So, if you're a photographer who wants to submit your work, if you're a model, an entrepreneur, everything is up there. Just download the correct PDF. That everything is labeled, and submit your work to us. We are happy to review it. And if we want to make suggestions, I'm happy to make suggestions. I like to look at us also as a teaching magazine. I don't just turn people away all the time. If you're not ready for this publication, because I will never tell you that you are not ready to model. I will never tell you that you are not ready to be in a magazine. I will just tell you that you are not ready for this publication because this is the only one I know. Okay. And I don't mind, and I've done this hundreds of times, get on the phone or email or message people, hey, this is what I would like to see. This is what I think that you should work on. And people come back, thank you so much. They come back and the next submission, out the park.
Hmm.
So I don't mind doing that. I promise you I can't do that with everybody because I get hundreds of submissions, but I do try
Pretty
my
much
best.
saying she doesn't bite, y'all. So you can she doesn't bite.
Really don't. I'm such an average person. I promise you. I'm just an everyday girl. I have a 9 to 5 job. I don't mind talking to people. I don't want to talk to people all the time. I don't. But I don't mind helping people because there are people who helped me to get to where I am.
Hmm.
And even though I know I have miles to go before I can even call myself successful, um, there are people who have helped me. So, who am I not to help somebody else?
Right, right.
Yeah, I'm never that important. So yes, please
Okay.
do follow us.
So again, y'all, this is Tawana Blast Gang. I want to say before we leave out of here, congratulations on 10 years because
Thank you.
I know how hard it is to run a magazine. I get it. Like, and for 10 years, like that's rare nowadays in the magazine world. So congratulations to you on 10 years. And
Thank
I know
you.
this interview was like way long due, but there's still so much more to talk about. Like, you know. So we're definitely gonna have to do this again live because, like I said, there's a lot to discuss. But I want to say congratulations to you for 10 years. So to everyone that's out there, make sure that you follow Queen Size Magazine, follow the Full
The full
Figure
figure industry
Industry
rule.
Award. That's going down November the 6th virtually. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Check out their website. And look out for the special announcements that they have going on. Look out for when they go on sale for their tickets, which will be in a few months or so. So just look out for all of that. And I just want to say thank you for going live with me and giving me this opportunity. I appreciate you to the highest.
Thank you so much. I thank you. Thank you for your kind words. when we met in person for the first time, it was like I feel like when we walked away from the table, it was like we've known each other forever.
Most definitely.
And I appreciate you. I congratulate you because you are doing some amazing things in this industry as well. And I just can't wait to see more of you. So we are definitely going to do some more work together. You will definitely see a lot more of us together, because I love it. I have an idea in my head, and we'll talk more about it offline. But definitely look out for some amazing things. And I'm going back and forth in my mind because when you ask me, what is to come, what should people look out for, now I'm thinking in my head like, oh my God, I guess I gotta give I've been so busy, what am I gonna give them? But there will be some sort of celebration, I will tell you that. I'm not gonna give any more because I don't know no more. I just came up with it.
You just came up with it.
There will be some sort of celebration because I can't let 10 years
Exactly.
of being in the publication world just go by and not celebrate it somehow. So I joked about this before and I kept saying, hey, if anybody wants to throw me a party, I'm there. But
That's a hint for all y'all listening right now. I'm just saying.
but yeah, we're definitely going to do something. So tomorrow on our production call, I'll bring it up to them and I'm going to say, Ariel said. But I do thank everybody for their support over the years. And I appreciate it more than I could ever say, more than I could probably ever show. I do appreciate it.
We appreciate you, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. So this was our live with the Full Figure Industry Awards. Again, it's going down November the 6th virtually. I was live with the executive director Tawana Blassigan. Thank you again for being on this live. Thank you for everyone that joined in. I saw that y'all chatting on the side. I wasn't trying to go too far from the screen, but thank you guys so much for tuning in and for engaging. I appreciate you guys. And make sure that you follow everyone. Follow Queen Size Magazine, Full Figure Industry Awards. Follow me, Size Overrated Magazine. Just follow us all right?
Yes.
And there's definitely more things to come. So until next time, you all have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.